Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Heal Lift Rise. My name is Carla. Thank you all so very much for joining me here. Truly appreciate every single one of you, all of your love, support, and kindness to the channel. If you are new, I hope you'll subscribe and become a part of this wonderful, amazing tribe we are co-creating here together, where we talk about all things healing, lifting our vibration, and rising to become the best version of ourselves. I am on this journey with you, friends, and I'm so excited and so very honored to be a part of your journey and you a part of mine. So if this resonates with you, I hope you'll become a part of this tribe and co-create this with me. I wanted to share something very interesting, special that occurred yesterday, and you might find it very interesting and funny, but this is kind of how this is how spirit works, and this is how I feel like we're always being called to see certain situations from a higher perspective and to really truly anchor in this higher perspective. And I was talking with my daughter. I think we were eating, I don't know if we were eating breakfast or lunch, but we were talking, and I was talking to her about like challenging relationships and why certain situations, kind of happen in our life, and why it, causes us to have to make decisions to not be around certain individuals and all these things. I kind of was going on about my opinion about certain things and challenges because I know she has faced her own challenges, and I was kind of just trying to empower her and make her realize, like, it's always okay to speak your truth. It's always okay to call somebody out when somebody says something that's not nice, And I was kind of going on about, certain individuals, even in my own experience, my own reality of what has been challenging for me and why I've had to make certain decisions as I've had to let certain people go. And as I was doing this talking, I was talking to her, she stopped me and she was saying she was getting a vision. And the vision she was getting was of a famous like painting or drawing. And it was of a man who was naked and he had his arms out. And she said, look it up on your phone, look it up on your phone, because I've seen this before, I've seen it. And so I looked it up, and it was Leonardo da Vinci's the Vitruvian Man. And when I looked at the meaning, there's so much symbology with his painting, with this, drawing and painting. And what's so interesting about it is the first thing that came to me in terms of what I intuitively got was the divine design of man and of women. So the divine design of how we are created, and how there's almost like a science and a math, to it, right? But there's also this higher perspective that I felt like was calling to me to understand that every single person here, every single person created has a divine design, and they're divinely designed the way that they are. And as you know, and you probably have heard this before, we each play a part in the bigger picture, and we play a part in each other's lives, the people we meet, the people that we decide, even in our the family that we incarnate into. We play a part in each other's journey, in each other's evolution, and every single character plays a special part on that journey. They're divinely designed to play the role that they're playing. And if you think about it, and this is what it made me do, it made me really truly reflect and understand that, yes, even the people that I have not liked or really cared for, that I have felt made my journey challenging, actually has been a super catalyst for my journey, because these individuals helped me grow. And so I stopped myself and sort of just kind of backtracked, but I decided, I needed to share this intuitively with my daughter. And I told her, even these individuals, even these people have made my journey better. It's helped me grow. Even, and she kind of gave me this weird look like, what are you talking about? And I know she didn't expect me to say that or hear that, you know, she didn't expect to hear that, but I was like, these individuals have helped me grow, because I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be where I'm at on my journey, and I wouldn't have learned so many different lessons. I wouldn't have really gone within, given myself the love I needed, reclaimed my worth, reclaimed my divinity, my power, and step into my power. I wouldn't be in the place that I am right now on my journey if it weren't for these certain individuals that were trying to continuously suppress my truth, suppress me, bring me down, you know, put that energy onto me. It wouldn't have never, you know, if it didn't happen, I mean, would I be where I am today? So, you know, I was telling her that they're divinely designed. Everyone's divinely designed. Like, we are created in the way that we are. We play that role, that character, and we help other people evolve, you know, that we come across on our journey. And you could almost say it was like predestined. Like, we plan a lot of this before we come here. And as you know, there are infinite possibilities and paths that we can take to get where we need to be. And there are certain people that we will come across that we might, you know, be annoyed about, frustrated about, but in the bigger picture, these certain individuals are actually a huge catalyst for our growth. And to understand that bigger picture of the divine design of humankind and how we were created in this specific way, you know, for purpose, it really does kind of, you know, change that narrative of whatever you're, you know, seeing it from like a lower perspective. And, you know, truly and honestly, I always feel like we're called to the higher perspective, and to being in a place of love, to understanding truly the oneness of that we share, the oneness that we are all connected. And it's important, because I feel like when we do get into that mindset of separation, we create so much suffering. And I created a video on this. I discussed the separation consciousness, so if you want to learn more about that and kind of like what I got intuitively on that, you can watch that video. But there truly is no separation, and understanding the bigger picture helps us to come to the fullness of our oneness. We understand, when we can truly embody oneness, that there is no separation, there is no distance, you know, and we are all connected, and every person is playing a part. We're divinely designed, and there's no error. So essentially that's what I was getting, is like, there's no error. We're all divinely designed. We're all playing a specific part for a specific reason. There are different lessons that are going to be learned. And that was just so amazing. And I really was thankful that Spirit gave her that vision. And it really helped me, again, coming back into this awareness of, you know, understanding deeper the lessons that I have learned, and the reasoning behind certain individuals in my life, on my, you know, crossing paths with, and not holding any grudges or any ill will or anything. And I don't do that, but, you know, it's just that reminder of, don't take it personally, because this was meant for you, to help you grow. And it's from a higher perspective of, this is how it was designed. Every person is divinely designed to help each other grow. And once you learn the lessons, be thankful, take the lessons, move on, and come from the place of love, come from this heart-centered space of love, and remembering oneness. And I think the key here is to really anchor into oneness. And it's something we have to keep reverting back to and making conscious choices to return to love, to return to our state of oneness, and to understand the bigger picture. Because I feel, especially as light workers, I feel like we're always being called to a higher perspective, and it's something to be aware of, that even in the most challenging situations we can find ourselves in, or even this challenging situations we might see going on externally in our world, to understand the bigger picture of what is being brought to our attention, and take the bigger picture, like take that higher perspective and understand why this is all orchestrating for a reason, for our highest and greatest growth. None of the challenges and conflict would be happening if it weren't for a purpose and for us to grow as a society, collectively. So understand that certain things have to happen or will happen in order for us to grow. And that is part of our purpose here. We wouldn't be here if we, didn't have lessons to learn, if we weren't meant for growth. We would not be here. We are here to learn lessons alongside enjoying our life, enjoying this human experience here, because it is a beautiful experience. Life is truly beautiful, and there are so many on the other side wanting to come here and wanting to have this experience. So truly understand that you being here right now at this time on the planet is a huge blessing, and it's one to be grateful for and to honor, because you get to enjoy and create your life, and tapping into all of your creative energy and your interests, your passions. You're here for this time right now to anchor in your light and to shine the light that you are, and show the world that they too can shine, because people have forgotten their light. People have forgotten who they truly are, and it's really a great deal of remembering and understanding that this is who you truly are, and this is the reason we are here. So I wanted to share that with you. Like I said, I really felt called to share it. That conversation was just so interesting. Spirit coming in with that vision and kind of, again, pulling me to a higher perspective. And I think for me, truly about changing certain narratives around certain conflicting situations and relationships. That's going to be very helpful and powerful. So I felt like somebody else needed to hear that as well. So I hope in some way this helped you, uplift you, inspired you. Until next time, my friends, take very good care and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Love you all. Bye.